Here is proof. Bill can take care of himself in this city. Look, he didn't even spray it on his face. He did the grown-up thing to spray on the hand and apply to the face. Okay, so right now we're at the Capitol building, which is where the legislative branch is. And as you can see on the second floor, they have columns and lots of stairs at this building.
Oh. Hi, Mom and Dad. This building behind me spans about 555 feet. It's the Washington Monument. It was made for our President George Washington. And you notice that there's a discoloration somewhere in the middle here. That's because they started construction on it and then the war broke out. So they had to stop because they needed the supplies and manpower. After the war, they finished the construction of it, which is why it gets two different shades. Good afternoon, Mom and Dad. This is Bill, and we are at the World War II Memorial. I figured I'd just give you guys a quick show around. And there's Sarah.
Hey, Mom and Dad. We are still here at the World War II Memorial. We are over by the stars, and you can see people walking by, walking around. But each star represents 400 soldiers that had died during World War II. So 400 times however many stars there are. It's a lot. Hey, Mom and Dad, we're at the Lincoln Memorial now, where they built this to represent and to remember everything that President Lincoln had done during his term in office and the abolition of slavery, and just to remember him also on the assuming assassination that had happened. So, this is where we're at now. Enjoy.
Good afternoon, Mom and Dad. We're now at the Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial here. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was president from 1933 to 1945. He was struck down with polio. Hey, Mom and Dad, we're in the first room of the FDR Memorial. His first term lasted from 1933 to 1937.
We are now at the little grassy area between rooms 1 and 2 for the FDR Memorial. And this is a historical representation of the point at which Roosevelt and the nation confronted World War II.
This is the next part of the FDR Memorial. This monument is a representation of the fireside chats that were given during his presidency.
We're now at the sculpture that depicts the unemployment line that a lot of Americans had faced during the Depression.
As you can see from the waterfalls here, things are starting to change, but it's still rough on the economy. Hey, Mom and Dad, in this nice area, this next part of the exhibit, where we're not quite at the next term, but FDR was quoted saying, "We must scrupulously guard the civil rights and civil liberties of all citizens, whatever their background. We must remember that any oppression, any injustice, any hatred is a wedge designed to attack our civilization." All right.
Hey, Mom and Dad, we're now at the next term of FDR's presidency from 1941 to 1945. Up here you see a picture of the seated figure with his beloved dog Fala sitting nearby, a Westland Terrier. This is also the time that World War I started, and FDR was definitely not a fan of that, which is depicted by the rock monuments over here with certain rocks carved out to say "I knew war."
We just found a quote right here from FDR. I thought that was kind of cool. And if you can't see it, it reads, "More than an end to war, we want an end to the beginnings of all wars."
Hey, Mom and Dad, we're now at the next stage, which is to honor the life and legacy of Federal Delano Roosevelt, as we are here at the sculpture relief of the funeral procession.
Hey, Mom and Dad, this is Eleanor Roosevelt, FDR's wife. She was a notable person in the UN and was a strong proponent for the women's suffrage movement, even though she was opposed to feminists and their beliefs. You can see this last waterfall right here, which shows the turmoil of the war, which has now kicked into full stride. Hey, Mom and Dad, you're old enough to probably remember this guy from the $2 bill. If you don't, his name is Thomas Jefferson, and he was an advocate for civil liberties and one of our many fine presidents. And Sarah said that he supposedly had 16 mistresses in the White House. Next stop on our tour, Mom and Dad, you may recognize this place as my house. Well, my future house. This is actually the White House, and I thought you guys would just like a quick view of it. This is also where Jefferson supposedly housed his 16 mistresses.
Things up on the mall, the Capitol building, Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial, all that stuff that you've already seen. We headed off to the Natural History Museum and what was the other one? The Air and Space
The
Museum?
Air and Space Museum.
Which is pretty cool, seeing all the like airplanes and all the war memorabilia and all that kind of stuff.
So what was your favorite thing?
I don't know.
What was your least favorite thing?
Don't know about that either.
How did the water taste?
The water tasted surprisingly well.